from Secoma Lanes in Federal Way here for the title matches of today's JBT event. Season opener in the Pac Northwest Conference. Stay tuned for 20 minutes of poorly narrated bowling with poor camera work. Bud Sicard's your top seed in the scratch division. That's 3 in a row to open up the title match. He's playing his good friend Mac Kaurin for that scratch title. They have played each other a ton for both main titles and U17 titles. Mac aged out of U17, so that's the end of that. Bud's still in the U17 and had an interesting one that we'll talk about as this match progresses. Kaurin went double 8 spare, so Bud's got himself an early lead. To the left, someone's going to win their first career title. This is top seed Tristan Bierman. He has taken on Thomas McDugle, who has climbed the ladder to get this far. We'll get Bud's next shot in first. Throw it any better than that. 4 in a row to open up the title match. Here is Bierman in his first JBT event, making the most of it. He is giving the handicap in this 32 pins. He's got to win this match by 33 to prevent McDugle from completing that ladder climb. Mac just went back 8 to swipe a win away from Henry Hines in the semifinals. Flat 10 will put him another 10 pins. Nice conversion at the spare for Bierman. Tristan, 15 years old, from Port Orchard. Fairly recent transplant from the Midwest. Does some video gaming when he's not on the lanes. And the two-hander leaves himself with 6 while Mac does his Thomas McDugle impression and goes back up ball up to 10 pin and converts it. I don't know what these kids' wrists are made of. But I think the species has evolved because I just don't know how they do it. My hand will not, just does not. They do it like it's just absolutely no big deal. Sorrell wins TPC by backup ball and a spare ball. Trails by 20 and third non-strike in a row. Well, he's not very good at striking in the first 4 frames, but he's really good at striking in the last 8 frames. We saw that. Thomas with wins over Haley Hopkins and Caitlin Richards so far. Wow. As he's getting a little older, he's getting a little more control over that big hook ball. That'll continue to develop over the years, but right now his ability is ahead of his average. We'll take care of that overnight. His averages fluctuate quickly this time of year. He'll be walking on camera left. Just peeling that ball as far right as he can and almost got a double there. Bud and Mac both already decorated. Bud with 7 career JBT titles. Mac with 5. He's Thomas up quickly at his lifted balls, does the righty hook into it. You see that pin bounce on that spare? The kickbacks, or whatever you want to call them, in the back ends here are super bouncy. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, if someone leaves a wide open split and needs to make it, there's a couple ways to make it over there. Wouldn't that be wild? Tristan having a little trouble with that ball hooking early on him, but he gets the Brooklyn out of that for his first strike of the game. Right back here at Secoma tomorrow on an opening weekend before down to Portland in October, Mount Vernon in November, and Lakewood in December. Looking for a double, needs it. Oh, gets it on the Brooklyn. He doesn't look thrilled with himself, but there's 2 strikes on the scoreboard, so he will take it. There's the mom and the rest of his family. You see an interesting thing for Bud. Bud's a righty two-handed, but you see he's got a golf glove. I guess you don't say, there it is. He's got a golf glove on his left hand. That seems counterintuitive. You know, two-handers have that other hand up on the ball until just before release, so it's actually the same reason why a traditional righty would wear a golf glove. He's trying to hang on to the ball, literally. He's traveled all over the country, bowling events all summer, literally all over the country. He said, especially when it was humid, he literally dropped his urethane ball sometimes, and he just lost all freaking contact with it. So that's why the golf club on the left. Meanwhile, McDugle time. He's gone strike spare double his last 4 frames. That's pretty good when you're getting 86 pins. As Kaurin continues to not find the range. Real lucky for him that Bud doesn't have a front 6. This match would just about be over. There's this pocket he was looking for. Way out, Thomas. Tristan has 2 pockets. The Brooklyn worked and the dead flush 1-3 worked. Game on over the handicap. See how far that 6-pin bounced? Henry Hine did win the first match over Harry Davis in the scratch division, and then that exciting 243 to 237 finale. Both of them striking out in the 10th. Wider, but all the way back, make it a 4-bagger. For Bierman as the action heats up in the second half of the game. Girls scratch was won by Mary Sicard, Bud's sister, beating Piper Chalmers for that, while 17 was won by 11-year-old Jake Sale with a win over Bud. Way out! Oh, and it hangs on. Well, that's 7 more than I thought he had. That little is headed right for the ditch. That's big when you're on a double. A gutter versus 7. This is a ton of pins. Tricky spare for Mac has it, no problem. He's clean with that early double, but Bud with that early 4-bagger has that 20-some-odd pin lead. Thomas not able to take advantage of the break opens there in the 8th. Again, the difference is 32. As it stands, Bierman's leading by 50-something, so big advantage for Tristan right now, but especially these handicap matches are never over until final score is put up. Oh, there's more trouble for McDugle. Hey, big thanks to Mike Martin and the whole crew here at Secoma for having us. Kicked off the season for many a year now as Bud throws everything at the 10, but nothing gets it. Thomas up as quickly as he can get a ball in his hands. That's going to be close. No, that's close enough. Good try at the spare. He is in dire straits here. Only getting 32 this time. We have 164. Bierman working on 4 in a row. He needs to just keep it on the lane a couple times here and lock up the win. Bud usually does not throw backup balls in the 10. Does not here, just hard net strike. The plastic covers it up well. Strike here is Lock City. It's left. And it holds. Trip it out in the 4-7. There was room to play on Bourbon Street today. Doing his best Mac impression. He's going back 5 with a chance at back 8. He is going to be a JBT champion. Making the people to my right very happy. Make sure to tell your friends about these poorly narrated bad camera work videos. A couple thousand of them. No bucket. That would be a challenge for Sicard. Right now it's a victory lap for Tristan. You can put the hand up now, Thomas, if you want. I approve. Alina doesn't. At least you can get a drink out of him if he's going to beat you, right? Up, drink for Thomas. It's a drink for Thomas and a title for Tristan. All told, he'll take it happily. Hey, that's a 214 scratch game. Oh, and finally, there's one of those pins that we talked about, where everything's just flying off the back. They replaced the pinwheels here. Those are brand new pinwheels. It shouldn't affect pinfall like it does. It's almost like we're bowling on string pins. I've never played on it. Hey, for McDugle, no shame in that. 2 wins to get to this point, but Bierman came up with a great game to make up the handicap difference and win the match. You won. All right, just checking. Tell you what, he knows where that backup ball's going. Career high finish for him, obviously. Bud leads by 24 because of that bucket conversion. And Mac, we know he finishes strong, gets that strike in the 8th. Can he re-find a left-hand lane? It's the last time we'll have to bowl on it. Unless they go to game frame 2 of a roll-off. 151 scratch. Excellent effort from McDugle from both bowlers. But Tristan Bierman comes away with the win. It's a great game, Thomas. No shame in that. Oh, and Mac doesn't get the carrier. That's big time trouble. Bud's just gonna have to stay clean. The best Mac can do now is 211, but pacing 225. Bud's to win at this point. There's that 11-year-old U17 winner over there. Make sure we get him some camera time. Watching Mac try to back up ball into that. There's the girls winner over there. Back with Mama. Very good. There's the happy Mama, Tristan. Oh, look at this! I didn't see that before. Oh, that's fantastic. How do you feel about that? That is wonderful. I didn't see that before. That's great. Bud turns a 3-6-10 into a 3. That's useful because he holds the count and leaves a much easier spare. You've had those all day? How did I miss that? Oh my goodness. You could have a whole industry now. You really? I love it. That's great. No problem at the 3-pin. Let's see here. 9 out would be 212, right? Yes, so 9 out wins. Anything less, Mac can steal another game. Ten titles is hard to get to in the Northwest because they can't really travel to the Southwest very much, where we have a lot more tournaments. But looking for number 8 right here. 9 count will do it. Good enough. Best solid 10 he left all day. 212 is his max. That's the winner. He's doing the adding. He knows it. So 2 Sicards win on the day. No, what can I do? Nicely done anyway. 2 guys are good buddies. They'll Diet Coke's on Mac this time, and they'll be back at it tomorrow. There was 0 traffic on the left today, now that I think about it. Almost fresh on the left side. Clean 220 is good enough for the win. 73 to 185, the finale there. Great start to the Pac Northwest season. We'll do it all over again tomorrow, right back here in Federal Way.